And this portfolio analysis and selection is of one of the most important concept related to personal finance, because most of the students, those who opt for career in stock markets, this particular subject is going, this unit is going to give you very essential knowledge for pursuing your career. So I request you to please be attentive. And in this class we are going to discuss about the topic elements of portfolio management and the management process, portfolio management process. Let's see the lecture objectives. To introduce the portfolio management and also the understand the elements of portfolio, what are the different elements of portfolio and what is the portfolio management process, we are going to discuss. And also to know the portfolio management process, what is the process of portfolio management, also we are going to discuss it. And the lecture outcome is, the finally at the end of the lecture you will be able to aware about what is the portfolio management, and also can understand the and apply the management process, portfolio management process. So in case if you join any mutual fund company where in case if you want to manage the portfolio also, this process will help you to manage different portfolios in a systematic order. Now, what is a portfolio? Let's discuss about what is a portfolio is. Now, a portfolio is a collection of financial instruments or investments like stocks, bonds, commodities, cash and cash equivalents, including the closed-ended funds and exchange-traded funds. All these are known as the portfolio. So, a portfolio is nothing but a collection of financial investments. So there are different financial investments that are available in the market, as you know, like stocks, bonds, and the real estate funds and exchange traded funds, and many more financial assets are available. Now a portfolio is nothing but a collection of these financial investments is known as a portfolio. Let's say for example, I am simultaneously investing in some money in bonds, and some money in equity shares, and some in mutual funds, etc. So now what a portfolio is referred to as the collection of all these three type of investment alternatives is known as a portfolio. Now the portfolio management. So what is meant by a portfolio management is, now we have seen what is portfolio, set of all the different investment alternatives, but what is called a portfolio management is, a portfolio management is defined as the art and science of making decisions. So a portfolio management is defined as the arts and science of making decisions about the investment mix, policy, matching the investments to objectives, asset allocation for individuals and and institutions, and balancing the risk against the performance. So now let us discuss about bonds, let's say commodities. Now what is my portfolio is the collection of all three investment alternatives is called a portfolio. Now portfolio management is managing the investment in all the three investment categories. Now here what we do is, we will have a certain objective in our mind. Let's say I would like to invest my money in with a set objective of safe retirement or else good retirement. In case of retirement, you will have to choose a safe and secured investment. So alternative wherein you can choose investment in the the money related mutual funds, or else the provident fund related instruments. So you can choose such kind of fixed income alternatives for the retirement corpus creation. At the same time, if you want to create, along with the retirement, you want to create a wealth for the for your family. So to create a wealth for your family and also the safe investment for the retirement, mean the corpus creation for the retirement, then there are two set objectives here. So one is retirement, the other one is wealth creation. Wealth creation. So to put these two objectives, maybe choosing one particular investment alternative may not be satisfied, so that we will have to choose multiple investment alternatives to suit our requirement. So exactly in portfolio management process we do this. So what kind of investment alternatives to be selected for our set objectives. So now the portfolio management is nothing but the art and science of making decisions about the investment mix, means what kind of investment that you require is called a investment mix, and also the policy, like in what way you have chosen to invest your money into, and also the matching investments to the objectives. This is one of the most important and critical step in this portfolio management process, that is matching the investments to the set objectives. Now I just want to retire safely forward, for which I need a kind of investment which gives me the safe return. So at the same time, wealth creation, for which I need a kind of investment alternative where it creates aggressive returns, which it should give aggressive returns. So the retirement as well as the wealth creation are two different set of objectives. So for which I need to match the investments with the objectives. Whatever investment that I am making, I should match with the objective. And also asset allocation for individuals and institutions. And also if it is the portfolio management for the company, then I need to think about the institutions, and if it is an individual, then I should think about the individuals. And balancing risk against performance, and then this is also another important aspect in the portfolio management, means in the portfolio management we are supposed to match the risk with the performance. Say for example, in a one particular alternative we are facing a certain level of risk. So now in a general sense, as you know, when you are taking more risk, then you would expect more return, and when you take a less risk, you would expect a less return. At the same time, in case of investment, whatever you have already done, you have taken more risk, but your portfolio is not generating more return but less return it is generating, then it needs your attention, and you need to revise this portfolio and ensure that your high risk portfolio must give the high risk high return from the investment. So that is also another important thing related to portfolio management that ensures. Now let's see the scope of portfolio management. To what extent this there is a scope for this portfolio management. So now important things related to portfolio management. First thing, the monitoring the performance of portfolio by incorporating the latest market conditions. This is one of the important thing. Latest market conditions. Market conditions may change over time. Okay, from time to time the market conditions will change. In case if market is not market's performance is less or poor, then in such a scenario you need to think about the alternative investment to the equity investment. At the same time, there may different changes may occur in market. So due to these different changes that you see in the market, according to that you need to interpret or incorporate certain changes in your portfolio. Otherwise your portfolio may lag behind the whatever the set benchmark. So that is why to ensure the optimum performance of your portfolio, what is required is the portfolio management is required. In the portfolio management, what you do is simply you will think about your portfolio, and you will see what are the different market conditions, market changes that are happening in the market, and due to that changes, how well that you can make your portfolio to ensure good returns can be done. So that's where there is a great scope for portfolio management. And then the the identification of investors objective constraints and preferences. And another important thing, in most of the investment portfolio managers fail in this, is that they may be well versed with the kind of investment what they are doing it, but another important aspect to be looked at is the investors objective, with what objectives that the investors are are making investment. That is important, and based on that you need to develop certain constraints, as yes, this is what an objective. Let's say for example, objective is a retirement. So when your objective is a safe retirement, then you cannot go for the most of the funds to the aggressive kind of investment alternatives, because if you go for aggressive kind of investment alternatives like equity or allied investments, and in such a scenario there may be a possibility that the markets may crash and maybe the return may come down. So that's why you need to think about the investors objective or investors expectations, and based on that you need to create certain constraints over which only you need to operate your management or whatever investments what you do it. That's why constraint is something like which restricts you to go for a kind of investment depending upon the investor's objective. And another thing is preferences. There may be different preferences for the shareholders, like they may prefer kind of what we call withdrawal from the portfolio, or else they may prefer a kind of aggressive investment, or maybe what we call what investing the dividend fund into the mutual fund. So this kind of preferences that the equity share, the unit holders may have. So depending upon these preferences also you should incorporate in your investment, and for all this what is required is a portfolio management is required. So a right portfolio management ensures the keeping in objective of the investors, and putting the constraints and ensuring the preferences of the investors. Making an evaluation of portfolio income. So another important thing is the income evaluation. So how much income that a portfolio is generating, and how to think about this particular return, like whether we want to distribute this portfolio, this returns to the investors, or else it is better for reinvesting in the portfolio. So what is best that can be done, so which is happen only when you evaluate the returns of the investors. So that's why portfolio income also must be evaluated in a right way, right? Comparison with targets and achievements. So now this step requires the comparison of targets. So what is the set target, and also what is the achievement? Let's say for example in a portfolio we set a target of 15% return per annum. Now in a portfolio, if you put this 15% return per annum is the expectation, or what we call the target, and then achievement may be something different. It can be 20% or it can be 10%. So in such a scenario you need to evaluate this portfolio as why it has happened to 20%, or else why it has happened to this 10%. This kind of evaluation of portfolio helps you to understand the portfolio and take better steps for the performance of the portfolio. So to ensure that, again, this the portfolio management is required. And then making a revision in the portfolio, and then who will revise the portfolio is the portfolio manager. As a process of management, portfolio management, he will revise the portfolio, and this kind of revision is required as per again the the market condition, or changes that are happening in the market, or else the overall expectation changes. Like say for example in this present corona pandemic situation, maybe investors expectations may change. Initially, by the time what they who they invest their money in the mutual fund may have a kind of expectation as growth. So some people, or some of the investors, those who invest their money in this the mutual fund, may change their preference, or else may expect the money to be distributed or income to be distributed. In such a scenario you need to revise the portfolio and manage the portfolio accordingly, for which again the portfolio management is again helpful for you. And then implementation of these strategies in tune with the investment objectives. That is also ensuring the implementation steps. So implementation is something what you put your money exactly as per the intention or strategy what you have developed. So being a portfolio manager, you will have a definite strategy as how to invest the money in the portfolio. I mean, create a portfolio and invest money in the stock market. So depending upon this kind of strategy, you will actually invest in the market and try to achieve the investment objectives. That is also a part of the portfolio management. So these are all the various the scope of portfolio management. Now let's see the objectives of portfolio management. What are the different objectives behind the portfolio management? First thing, stable current return. So every investor expect this stable current return. So whatever return that is generated to the investors, they expect a stable return. So though it is an equity investor, though he is an equity investor or she is an equity investor, she expects a stable return. So sometimes it may be possible or it may not be possible, but with the a kind of efficient portfolio management, it is possible to ensure the stable return. So that's why again, which needs the active portfolio management. So that's why one of the important objective for the portfolio management is the stable current return. Whatever current return that is being generated, it must be stable. And finally, the return what they are expecting must reach at least match the opportunity cost of the funds for the investors. So there are different opportunity costs for the different investors, but these opportunity costs must be matched or what we call met by the current investment what you are doing. And then marketability. Another important objective of portfolio management is a good portfolio consists of investment which can be marketed without difficulty. So whatever portfolio that you are developed and managing, that portfolio must have a good marketability. Marketability is nothing but the ace with which we can convert the asset into cash. So now, to what extent the portfolio has the possibility of converting into cash. So this is very important, because whenever the investors are in a position to liquidate their asset, they must be in a position to do that. So that's why the marketability is again another important objective in the portfolio management. And then tax planning. So recent days the governments are very much particular about tax filing and tax returns. So in case of tax returns, then the investor must be in a position to pay tax in case if they breach the minimum required level. So that's why while tax planning also this portfolio construction and portfolio management may help for the investor, because the way you manage your portfolio, develop your portfolio and manage your portfolio, it will help you to optimize your taxes. So means you'll be able to minimize the tax payment and maximize your returns. So that way also you can use the portfolio management. So for the tax planning is also another important objective for the portfolio management. And then appreciation in the value of capital. Of course, every investor expects the appreciation in the value of capital. So a good portfolio management definitely ensure this, the appreciation of value of capital. If it is an equity investment, then you expect the what we call the capital appreciation as well as the dividend income. And in case of like fixed income alternatives, like fixed deposits or any other company fixed deposits also, so you will ensure with a return of interest amount. But finally, what is required is the purchasing power must be ensured with respect to inflation, because the inflation again the rate at which the prices of goods and services are increasing. In case if inflation is more, then you will also you must also ensure that your returns also must be high. So that's why the appreciation of capital must be at least more than the inflation rate. That must be ensured, and that is also another important objective for the portfolio management. And then liquidity. The portfolio must ensure that there are enough funds available at short notice to take care of the investors' liquidity requirements. Simply, investors may need money urgently. So if they need money urgent, so that entire portfolio must be liquidated. So that kind of liquidity option must be available. So that's what a liquidity you have to ensure through your investment, your portfolio management way, that you should ensure this liquidity also. Also safety of investment. So another important objective with respect to portfolio management is safety for the principal amount, or what we call investment amount. So means whatever money that you are investing in the market or like in your portfolio must be safe. Means your capital must be safe. So that must be ensured. That is called a safety of investment. In case you are investing in a kind of portfolio where most of the investment that you invest in a kind of stocks, jet category of stocks, so that in case there is a default, then the capital must